Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to the online time trials. You can see on the right there Subaru, which I think is going to be that way, that one over there. It's not Subaru, it's Tsukuba. And we're at 109059, which is within a second and a half of the world record, so we're quite comfortable there. There's no reason to dive back into that with 6 days to go. You've got 2 previous videos on that. But today we've got the new time trial. Le Mans has just finished and we got a silver. I don't think I ever posted a video on that one. It's wasn't the easiest of tests. You got to a point where you ran out of steam. But today we go to Watkins Glen and we're just doing this in our GR4 league, and it happens to be a GR4 car. There's been lots of chat about this on the PS chat today from the guys we race with. They're all having a crack at it. So select car from the garage. We are going to use the WRX because I'm wearing the Subaru shirt. And we need to beat a 156.580. Racing Hards is what it's on. I don't really think there's much else to say. Let's just enter the race. Yeah, let's enter the race, then we'll go and look at what everybody else has done and see what cars they're using. I'm led to believe there could be one of 5 or 6 that's pretty good round here. So I'll have a look at the ranking board. So K-Dub, not a name I've seen a great amount. That could be Mr. Maguire again using the 154. That's pretty damn quick, isn't it? Global ranking 153.185, so that's pretty swift. Mr. Maguire 154.854, he's made up for that. JB, fastest of the crew in the F-Type, a 155. NW, extremely quick guy in the 155s, driving the same car as he's racing in the league. Space Cow, different car, 155. Ollie, driving the S15. NW also on his other account in the S15. Big Marsh in the 4C. Is that gold? What do we need to get gold? A 156.580. Big Marsh is gold. Phil Who. Az is just outside the gold in the silvers. Viper Sight 58, Deadly 158. Well, I don't see a Subaru in there, folks, so we're going to give it a whirl. We're going to see where we go. Settings, assists, traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off for now. I don't think we'll need any assists. And then the steering wheels, and I'm going to turn my camera off and I'll just give you the hot laps as I do it. Controller settings. Steering force feedback, max torque 5, force feedback sensitivity 6. Now I'm going to turn the camera off and we'll go. Quite sounded like I was doing the football scores then, didn't it? However, we're going to do the usual format, folks. We're going to go around, do some laps, and those laps will just get gradually faster as I get faster, and hopefully we'll get into gold relatively quickly. So Watkins Glen, we're going to go over the start-finish line. It's immediate right turn. We're going to brake around the 250 marker, down to 3rd gear, and you can really get the apex. You can get more than that, Jim. Come on, get it. Don't cross over that red and yellow. Don't put all 4 wheels over it, because you will get a half a second penalty going up this hill. What you've then got to prepare for is braking at the 300 as we come into the bus stop. And you're going to do 4 apexes, and I was just told as I was doing this later on in the couple of hours it took me to get this done, was that you should really freewheel through here. So brake at the 300, and as you can see I missed the apex, managed to get it back. I missed the 3rd apex and got the 4th apex. So really you want to freewheel the first 2, get on the brakes, let the car coast through it, let it roll through, hit the 1st apex, 2nd apex, and then accelerate out. The long corner which we've just been through, this one's a late trail breaker, so keep on the brakes, keep on the brakes. I don't quite do that, but you'll see me do it later on. Charge down here, get into 5th gear, brake on the 2nd shadow, this one here, down to 3rd, tip it into 2nd, I think I do later on, back up to 3rd almost immediately. Use the torque of the car to get up the hill, and here's the penalty line. I see plenty of that later. Braking, looking to the left hand side, 200 metre board. Brake on that 200 metre board, down to 3rd, late apex, early on the throttle as much as you can, and you don't cross that yellow line. If you put 2 wheels across onto the tarmac, sorry, all 4 wheels across into the tarmac, you're done for. It's a penalty. You can glance that wall, nobody cares, you don't get a penalty for it, but you've gone a long way off the track, so you don't need to bother. This one's a lovely little corner, just feather the brakes as you come into there. And then this one, it takes me a long time to get right. The final corner, it's a fourth gear stroke third gear, but you've got to brake at the right point, and I'm braking too late for that all the time. So first lap out, a 1:58.641. We're around about 2 seconds off the time required for gold, so let's keep pushing to see how much more I got at that apex. You'll also notice that the skin's blue, and you'll also notice that the Ghost is set to 0.6 today. Last night I was doing one of the circuit experience redos, the second one at Tokyo, and that's extremely tough when your car's close. I could close in on my Ghost and they get distracted, so I've actually pushed it out to 0.6 from 0.4. We get a purple sector there, which is pretty decent. See, I've got a better line, and this is the second lap out, so that's better on the apexes. Through the bus stop, nice. I think we tend to run it a bit wider here, but we can keep it down lower, get on the throttle early, and you can use a lot of that curb on the left, but I'd prefer not to. Braking on the 200, see me starting to trail brake in a bit there, a little bit more brakes, but get on the throttle early. We're looking to brake now on the 1, 2, 3, 4th shadow, there we go. Third gear, into second to pull the nose round, back up to third quickly and charge up the hill. Purple sector by over 1.3, so that'll put us in a 57.3, which is still a little bit off where we need to be. We really want to be in the 55s would be good if we can get to 55s. Managed to keep off the wall there, which is good. 1.4, we're gaining time, this is great. Little feather of the brake, see it just there, a little bit quarter brake, 25% brake pedal. You've got to find the right braking point here. I'll leave it far too late, gone far too deep. Third gear, bounce off the wall. Is it going to penalise me? No, it's not, but we're well ahead of the Ghost. Let's see where we go. 1:55.7, 1:57.3. I got my numbers the wrong way around, so about 0.4 of a second better than I thought we would be. And charging through. So we're not quite catching the Ghost this time. We didn't actually apex that corner any better, that first one, and we're chasing him. But we've learnt this, haven't we, all the way through the game. You've got to chase it to get anywhere near. Don't race your Ghost, chase it. So 300 mark is the braking point, and if you're looking to the left for those braking marker signs, you're not going to be looking towards the apex you need to hit. So use the boards on the right hand side to see your braking mark. There is a shadow that runs along the track for that 300. It does move, so just be aware. Use the boards on the outside of the track. So we tried to brake into there and messed it up, but you can tell we're a little way back. We're 0.3 back, so it's quite surprising though at this one. I only post laps that we actually get faster on, so I'm saying we're going to make up 0.3 of a second in the final turn by getting it right, I'm guessing. Key braking point for that corner was the 200. This one we brake on the 100. Brake on the 100 down to third, touch second, back up to third to accelerate out. Don't use the wall on the right hand side, but touch the grass a little bit there. We're just 0.13 down, so we've made up time. Let's see if we can make it up in the last corner. Third gear, we're actually better than we were, but we're no better. No, really, not really brilliant, was it? We're just accelerating through the Ghost. There we go, a 56.7. That should be somewhere near gold if I remember right. 56.8 we needed. They didn't get any faster, so we're on to lap 6 now. We're going to close out lap 7, and then we're going to set a time for lap 8. So we hit the wall on the way out. 56.7 isn't too bad. That's pretty much gold time, and we got that on our third lap. Really got that apex, used all the track, and we're going to chase the Ghost again. Now don't forget folks, I'm using TC. I'm TC1. That just gives me a little bit of more throttle control. I can boot the throttle as much as I can, and the car will do the feathering that you need to do when you drive without TC. We can see now we're 0.05 up. We're looking for that 300 board on the inside. Eyes down to the apex. Try and get as close to the anchor as you can. Hit the second apex, third apex. Run the car through the fourth apex. Try and keep the car down low. Now we're beautifully within touch. We've gained 0.3, 0.4 of a second on our Ghost, because don't forget it's 0.6 ahead. Diving down just after the 200 now. Lots of braking down late into this corner. Back on the gas. Up to fourth. We're level with our Ghost. Or we're just going behind it. We're going to brake on that second to last shadow. Real bad to use environmental markers, but it worked that time. Now we're going to look to the left hand side and look for the 200 board on the left side of the fence. There's the 300, there's the 200, bunch of flowers, brake on it. This looks like we're going to knock off about 0.2 or 0.3 if we can get this to the end of the lap. That's not so bad. 0.3 up. A little bit of feather brake. We didn't brake that much there, did we? Look, we only touched the brake, probably about 6-7%. Let's see if we can get this corner right. No, we don't get it right yet. But we're still gaining on the Ghost. We're up by 0.4. 0.42. That'll give us a 156.3. There it is. That's not so bad at all. And that was the 8th lap of the day, and we missed the apex. So 156.3, 30 miles done. 6-star ticket, happy days. Can't complain at the game for that, can we? And I missed that. I missed what time it was. I think that was a 155 something. But a 156.353 puts us in the top 2.8. And we're down in 11th place on our friends list. So that goes to show a fair few of our mates. Look at that. NW's got 2 accounts up there in 4th and 5th with a 155. As is there now with a 156.2. That ain't so bad, is it? JB, that's a great lap, mate. A 155 is good. But that's a 155.0. So we decided to change the Ghost from 0.6. We're going to whiz that back to 0.4. And I promise you, folks, this won't last long. I'll be changing it back fairly soon. I think we've already changed it back. Look, the Ghost is way out there at 0.6. I tried it for a little while, but I was catching my Ghost too much. So we set, you can see the time there, a 156.354 on my first lap out, just 0.001 slower than my previous best. That was pretty good for a first lap out. So this is the second stint. We're probably 20 minutes into this. 8 or so laps, 24 minutes. 24, 25 minutes I'd say with the time we took. Quick nip to the bathroom, etc. Let's see where we go. We've gained about 0.2 of a second, braking on the 300. Try and clip the edge of that Armco, but don't hit it. Cut across those apexes, all the car on the 4th apex. And we've gained 0.35. So that would put us at a 56 dead. That would be lovely if we can pop that in. That will push us up the leaderboard just a wee bit. But it looks like we'll have to go very, very hard to catch JB at a 155.0. Braking on that second to last shadow, that's key. Get back into the apex. We got on the throttle, not as quick as we did as the previous Ghost, but we're still 0.09 up, purple sector. Braking on the 200, there it is, a little bit late that time. That means we'll get to the apex a little bit later, but we did alright. Just marginally faster than the previous lap, so we're doing okay. Second gear, back up to third to accelerate out, there it goes. We had a little bit of car bounce there, the rear axle starting to just move on us. Just 30% brake there. We haven't really got that corner right. In the last corner, we're going to get it any better? No, third gear overshoot. But we're keeping pace with the Ghost. Let's see where we're catching on him. That's going to knock us down to a 156.29 or something. 156.3, not so bad. Let's keep going. We didn't make it that lap, so at some point, folks, we change to a white Ghost. I think that'll be after we've done all this. No, we're still on the blue Ghost. got a new skin for the race night tomorrow night. We'll introduce that tomorrow, I think. Thank you, JB, for all your hard work skinning. It's appreciated. So, coming out of this corner for a better lap. I wonder where it's going to take us. I can't remember. It's been 2 hours ago since I did it. So, I actually completed the lap of the day. Then I went on to do it for another hour just to see if I can beat that time, and I couldn't. I couldn't get back to anywhere near where I was with the blue skin on. Here we go, brake on the 300. Just fly that first apex, hit that second one. It was in that last hour just continually getting penalties coming through the bus stop there. Just penalty after penalty after penalty, and it got really frustrating, and I was swearing a bit. Decided not to include that in the video because I get told off by YouTube, of course. But here we go, we're a fair bit back from the Ghost. I'd say we're about 0.5. Again, it's first lap out, if you can see. We've actually done an exit and the game and come back in. So we haven't got a time to run against. We caught the Ghost that time going up the hill. Not forgetting one of these Ghosts is slower out that corner, so that must be the one. Looking for the 200. Brake on the 200. It was a little bit after. You can get away with that. Actually better through this corner. Brake on the 100. Really catching into there, and then we lose a bit of acceleration, but we'll catch him back. Final corner, can I get it right? No, we've better, but not quite right. Look at the Ghost chase away, look at him go. This is going to drop it down to a what, 156.28 something, 278, not so bad. My guesses are rubbish though, aren't they? Considering I was the one that did the laps. So, just a couple more laps on then. This is completing lap 4. You can see we put a 155.993 with a... We got a 0.5 second penalty just second to last corner. So there we go, time improved to 156.028. We know we can put a better time in now, so let's see where we go. We've probably made a 10th just through that corner, but then the Ghost is pulling away. You can see the session best below times. Session best of 156.028, that was the last lap out. Optimal of 155.699. That would be lovely if we could get anywhere near that, but we're slightly slower first sector. Through the apexes here, it becomes repetitive, you'll get into a rhythm with it, then you'll get one wrong and you'll probably do a dozen laps getting it wrong, and then you'll get back into it. We just keep pushing, folks. I am probably an hour into it at this point, and we'll probably see the mileage rack up when I finish this bit, but this is where we are. Less than a 10th back. Make a little bit of time into this corner, try and get back on the gas early, get the power down, use the torque of the motor, the flat 4 pushing hard up the hill. There we go, just half a 10th. 500s, looking for the 200, going to brake on it, so you brake afterwards, very late that time. We go extremely wide there. Braking on the 100. Second gear, get the car to turn in, get on the gas, power out. We're keeping with the Ghost. Now we're 2 tenths up, 2.5 tenths. All we need to do is get this final corner right, so much better than we have done before. There's another couple of tenths in it, that's much better. Got down on the apex, now we're accelerating harder. We're able to get into the acceleration early. What we're going to get, a 155.544. Not bad at all, quite happy with that. Where are we going to get to? Where are we going to see? That was the optimal best, 73 laps, a 155.288 optimal. That would be nice. But let's see where we go. 2.08% in the top 2,035. And there we are. We're a Widdowmaker is the meat in the Rogers sandwich. Check that out. Rogers used both accounts just like NW. Mr. Maguire sitting nicely at the top. I can't see a couple of other friends in there. They're obviously working and not back yet. But well done, guys. You've really managed to get that together. And there we are. Thank you very much. And on the back of that, folks, we're going to do something slightly different just to finish the video off. I did say to some guys online tonight that I'll just do a little bit of a review about a problem I'm having with my pedals, but I've decided not to do that. I'm going to hang on to that because if you're suffering from that, I want to do a little bit more of an in-depth video. I'm going to try and puddle through with my pedals with the problem I've got, and then we'll come back to that. But I've got a few tickets in the garage I think I'd like to share with you. So let's go and do the daily tickets. Look, we got a couple of 6 stars. I think we got one of those because the server went down the other day. But let's go through what we've got. We'll work through in date order, get rid of all the 4s, then we'll do the 2 6s. Eyes down, full house. What do you think we'll get? Lowest monetary value? Of course. Everybody loves the lowest monetary value. It's free credits, 10,000 of them. Get myself a Suzuki Swift with that. 4-star roulette. Sometimes you get decent stuff, so I'm not going to be shy about it. Lowest monetary value? What's that going to be? 30k? Happy days. 3 Suzuki Swifts. All free. Didn't have to do any grinding for it. It's alright. It adds up. 4-star ticket. 10 grand. Oh no! We've got some hideous VGT thing. Ital Design VGT off-road mode. Oh, Gordon Bennett. What the hell is that? Don't think I want that. Oh. We're going to be using that, aren't we, fairly soon? They're gonna make us do an off-road time trial, aren't they? Yeah, we know they are. Let's take the 4-star roulette ticket in the middle. Then we'll do the 2 6s. Hoping for something pleasant. Lowest monetary value? I'll take the NSX happily. Oh, 30k. So what have we got? 70k so far and a couple of other bits. Right, 6-star. We'll do the one from the 13th first. 500,000 I reckon. We'll get 500,000. I'll take that NSX. Oh, we get... Oh, I might already own one of those. Is that a 23? No, it's a Formula 19. I think I already own that. We're going to be selling that. Absolutely. Unless it's the one I don't own. And let's do the other 6-star. 500,000 again. Or not. No, there's a couple of cars in there. I'll take that Ford GT. No. 500k. Happy days. And with that, folks, thank you very much. It's great to have you watch these videos. Thank you for sticking with us. We're going to be doing a couple more weeks on the league. And with that, there come the videos at the weekend. They take me around about 2 days to produce that video of the race. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope they're keeping you interested. But we'll get this league done. We'll get it sorted. We'll button it up. And then we'll get back to some more usual content. The weather's a bit prohibitive at the minute because it's extremely hot. But with that, I know you don't really care. We'll just keep the videos churning. But thank you very much, folks. Appreciate you coming along. And we'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care.